ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
Interesting, though. Interesting. Speaking of the coin, did you see Lamar Odom out there shucking and jiving for the Trump coin?
I did.
Oh.
I thought it would not get worse or more embarrassing for him than when he passed out in the what do they call it? The brothel. He had passed out in the brothel and ended up having to go to the hospital. And I was like,
yeah, he fainted.
Yeah,
don't
I said
say
that
passed,
brother
he
needs some
fainted.
help. Yeah, he said, I do declare, and he passed out. And now I'm like, man, how does it get worse than that? That's
I forgot that he did that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I
but he
forgot.
had a run of embarrassing things. He talked about getting a sex doll recently that was going to get made after his ex Kardashian that he used to date.
Yes. Well, not he didn't date, he married her. He was married to Khloe.
Facts. I forgot.
Okay. And let me tell you, because I used to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I apologize to the world. I'm sorry. There was a time, as I mentioned, the 80s was a rough time. What are you doing? I didn't mean, listen. Okay, I'm confessing today. So Kim, there was an episode where Kim talked about Lamar Odom's breath stinking yes, I remember this episode. Like, can we take him to the dentist? I was like, dude, you down bad. You got these white girls talking about your breath stinking on their show. It was really horrible. And now the brothel and oh my goodness, and the sex doll. And now he out there.
And ironically, I feel like this is the most embarrassing thing yet. Somehow all that, his breath stank, the sex doll, passing out in a brothel, drug addiction, that happens to all kinds of people. There's no shame in that. But this shit, you ain't got to be up there tapping for Trump, bro. I know it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad.
Yo, he was getting heckled. Shout out to the hecklers. Let me say, this got to be the era. Listen, I am pro heckling.
Me too.
Let me just, as a reformed heckler, I feel like that it's a lost art form. Really good heckling. And I'm not talking about trolling. I'm talking about heckling. Heckling for justice. Heckling for a purpose. They were out there heckling that man as he was. God was like, yes. And somebody should say, "And your breath stinks."
Yeah,
and you don't
should
love
feel
Jesus.
bad. Yes, that's what we need. We need to bring shame back. We just shame, ding, shame.
Yes,
just like Game of Thrones.
We overcome.
Love it. The Game of Thrones. That was one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah,
when Cersei's walking through, and the lady from Ted Lasso.
Yeah,
what's her name? Waddington.
Hannah Waddington. Yeah,
out there.
Shame. 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 I was like, man, we need this. Bring this back.
How about that? Who could organize this? I feel like there's somebody out there. This is a talent. There's a need for it. The organization of shame trolls and shame hecklers. We need them to show up everywhere.
And I think, the deal is after you take the walk of shame, you're like, we let it go, but you just need to take that walk. So it should be for repentant people who are ready to come back to society.
Okay.
That's your way back. You walk through us, people gonna throw tomatoes on you and stuff. You just take it, and then you get to your house and we go, okay, now we did used to hate so-and-so, but they took the walk of shame. As long as they act right, we letting it go. But you backslide, you right back to prison.
The space for grace and redemption, Roderick. Your capacity for humanity is just amazing. So there's that. But this meme coin, the Trump coin, which please don't go get, in order to lock in a chair at the event, attendees had to be some of the top buyers. So I'm questioning because it feels like Lamar Odom is down bad. I'm getting the sense. I can't prove it. So did somebody give him the money to buy in, or is this part of the marketing to get, famous black people so that you can? I feel like Trump didn't let.
I think they pay him in the meme coin or some sort of appearance fee.
Yes.
But and look, I could be 100% wrong about all these black people, and it might be me being way too forgiving and or understanding. But every time I see a black person on a stage with Trump, I assume a check has been passed to them in some shape, form, or fashion. That's why he is accusing Kamala Harris of paying Beyonce, because he can't even understand the idea that a person would just support a candidate, like not tit for tat, but just like, I think you would be better for the country. And even while rich ass is just up here saying y'all should vote for this woman and don't let Trump be president. And I think when it's Trump, I think
hold on though, Roderick. Hold on though. I do believe that Beyonce and Oprah and a few other people did take.
You think they get paid?
No, I think it's on record that they took money.
Oh, so what happened? What's the record for that?
Because
I've heard Trump say he gonna sue. They're gonna investigate Beyonce for illegally taking money from Kamala Harris to promote her.
Well, it wasn't illegally, but yeah, they did fact check. Okay, Beyonce got paid. All right, let's fact check this. Quick story, full story. Singer-songwriter has a history of supporting dating back to 2008. In July, Beyonce gave Kamala Harris permission to use her song Freedom, which cost nothing. In October, Beyonce officially endorsed Harris. She appeared at a rally October 25th. Social media users made the unfounded claim that Beyonce received $10 million in exchange for her endorsement. The claim also shared blah 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 that $1 million.
Okay. So as I was saying,
wait, hold on. I'll find another story. Keep talking. Keep
going. As I was saying, until I'm proven wrong, I believe Donald Trump cannot even fathom the idea that someone would get on stage because they thought a candidate was just better for the country and not that they needed a damn check, especially not a black person. I think them black people that be up there with him, they do receive something. And I think that's why he's always accusing people of stuff he get caught doing. So whenever he busts out and be like, it's not right that you paid these people to be at your event, I'm like, is that what happened? Is that what's happening, Trump? If you want to tell us something, is that why Lamar Odom is popping up? Is that why Snoop Dogg is at your damn
Snoop said he got paid.
Snoop, who was a money mercenary, right? He don't really care. Like, so like, is that what you're trying to imply? It must be happening for everybody. If that's what I'm doing, it's a cheater going through my phone. I don't trust him.
Okay. Well, Oprah did get $1 million. I'm just going. She got $1 million. Harpo got $1 million from the Kamala Harris campaign, but they had $1 billion. They were giving out money. So wait, hold on. What Smith typed to me? Hold on. What is this? Presidential paid Beyonce's production company $165,000. I knew I saw money exchange somewhere, but it wasn't $11 million. It wasn't $10 million. It was $165,000 to Beyonce,
it's not under the table.
Production company. Right. It's above the table because you have to report when you give people money, which is why we know who got money.
And I'm sure it does cost something or whatever, but it's just, I don't think he can fathom someone supporting a candidate. I don't think he can, because Beyonce is so rich. I'm not. $165,000 does not make me. She won't get out of bed for that. You know what I'm saying?
That. Listen, I don't think Beyonce took money to endorse Kamala Harris. I think Beyonce would never take money to endorse somebody. I think if she didn't believe in Kamala Harris, she wouldn't have showed up with her mom and daughter in tow. And
the distinction I want to make is because you had brought that up to when I'm like, I'm talking about Lamar Odom. I'm talking about what was a little Sean McCoy, I think was one of them, or actually don't make me get that wrong. I think it was the running back.
Who's the football player? The one that played for the Cowboys, who's always in trouble.
Is it? It's so many of them. Is it Herschel Walker?
Pulled his penis out in a pool. Yeah, what's his name?
Oh no, you're talking about Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown and the other bozo.
I don't put it past. And like I said, I could be doing these people a favor. But I do not put it past Trump and them that some money changed hands, and that's why these black people be showing up, because they clearly gonna get heckled. They're gonna get cast out the community. They're gonna get chastised. Snoop told us he went for the money, and we still was on his Instagram. He had to turn the comments off. It's not a good look for you as a black person to be over there. So my guess is like maybe it's some money, Cause like, what else could it be? At least, even if you were taking money from Kamala Harris, if you show up to endorse Kamala Harris as a black person, you have an 80% chance of black men being agreeing with you, and like a 90% chance of black women agreeing with you. It just doesn't make damn sense to me, unless you get in some money. So that's my conspiracy theory. It's unfounded, but I put it out there.
Okay, speaking of black people doing strange things for change, and I think this man is not doing it for money. I think that he is such a mediocre, poor representative of a human being that he knows that if he ever tried to run for office as a Democrat, he not only would he not win a primary, he might not even get 10 votes. Right. But as a black self-hating person running as a Republican, you have all the votes and all the money. So I'm talking about Tim Scott. He said this about the meme coin earlier this week.
President Trump simply said on the campaign trail, America will be the crypto capital of the world. This may be a major part of his legacy when we make it easier for the struggling Americans working paycheck to paycheck to have more access at a lower price point. Stablecoins in the Genius Act is a first step, historic step, towards making America more affordable for everyday Americans. It's another great reason this is a good day in America.
And it also feels like the banks are...
Enough. I know it's Foolishness Friday, but this is I'm allergic to this nonsense. How about you make it affordable for people to buy eggs and gas, and how about you stop effing with the damn stock market and the economy? How about you
be paying for eggs with
stop firing
Trump
people?
Coins.
Yeah.
Hey, here's my question for Tim Scott. What's your cabinet position, brother?
Oh my God.
What happened?
What happened?
Remember you was up there giving us that salt and pepper to taste prayer blessing he was giving Trump. Remember? And we have come and Mr. Trump gonna do. I was like, you don't even sound like you've been to a black church with this cadence of speaking, but we all assumed he must have been doing it thinking he was getting some sort of role in Trump's administration. And man, I mean, married a whole white woman and everything, and nothing has come of this. This man is just out here languishing, just this relegated to telling us about Trump, about Bitcoins and crypto, man. That's sad existence for that dude. Gotta be lonely.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend.